Is there like a specific memory or like a story about like an early rehearsal that like became instrumental to you just because it was a lesson you learned very early on?
I have one.
Yeah, go for it.
So, okay, so I think he would do this for every new person.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're all sitting on the ground at the rehearsal space, which was sometimes in his house or sometimes at like the Vets Hall in Walnut Creek. The one that I'm picturing was in his house.
Okay.
And he has you get up in front of everyone, and so you're getting up, and all the kids are like talking, and he's like, give her a chance, like trying to get everybody to like quiet down and like listen and
Give
stuff.
her a chance.
No, he was just this crazy loud like Italian, I just like bold, super crazy fun dude. Lots of stories there. And so he'd bring you up to the front, in front of everybody, and he'd make you do this thing. And he'd do it for it. And he goes, yeah. And you have to do it after him. And you're like, oh my God, yeah. And he's like, no, do it again. And so until you go massive, huge. And he has you go, I'm the greatest. And then I could, fast as a speeding bullet, pew, pew, pew. And like running across the room and like making a complete fool out of yourself. But the value in it is like once you've done that in front of these people, like, you're not nervous to do anything else, and you also know that everybody went through the same like initiation.
Right, it's like a fully level playing field.
Yeah, but like that's really what it is. Is it destroys the nerves. Really, in my experience, because it's like it's all pent up in your body, and it's like you're given a plate instead of trying to hold it and like pretend they're not there. You get to like express it and get it out of your body, and it's silly, and everybody felt silly when they did it themselves too, and everybody is like cheering for you and like so supportive and like going for it. Like I remember that at the end, so like then you feel welcomed. And
yeah, there's really something to be said about like building the room and like building like the mood in the room first before you start like actively working on like a scene or like this, like making sure everybody knows that they're in a place where if they fuddle a line or like trip and fall, that's almost expected. Right. Like we want it to be messy first.
That's what it's about. Like you have to have that in order to, learn.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And like theater's one of the only places that can happen in a vet hall, a house, a closet. Like like I love the flexibility of that. Yeah. So it's about transforming the space each time. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah, so that really like stood out for me big time.
Yeah.
Did you have?
I'm struggling to think of something for that.
And that's okay.
What's the question again?
I had another one that maybe. Oh yeah, that
it was.
You too.
The question was like, is there a funny memory or like a funny like mistake you might have made early on that like it was something like kind of stuck with you throughout?
When did you ever audition for him? Like, do you remember your first audition for him one-on-one?
I do not.
Oh
I
my
remember
gosh.
the audition process in general.
Okay,
which
that's
was
weird.
Just,
that's fun and weird enough.
He held auditions in his house.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a kind of converted garage that was like his studio or whatever.
Yeah.
And you would show up. He'd usually be like in his robe, like bathrobe with his like gold chili necklace on and his hair like askew.
Incredible.
Hair and
And he'd be like, come on in, come around back. It sounds awful,
Yeah, like on paper, these are crazy details.
Fantastic. This is like, second father to us.
Such a good.
Yeah, I don't think this is the greatest story, honestly. It's just he would have like his video, the video camera, and you would just go in and sing for him. That's all.
Yeah, I just remember like knocking on the door and seeing a man in a robe and a necklace and like chest hair and like looked like he just woke up and like I am not supposed to be here kind of a thing. And it's like, no, there's a camera set up in order to do this. And I think that was my first like connection with Ed one-on-one in a way, it's just like so odd. You know?
But like,
but then you're so used to it, and that's like forever, and this is who he is, and like he was a mess, and it was just the best.
He was very much about just like fully being who you are, and if someone doesn't like it, they can just get out. He would say.
Great.
And so he was just completely unapologetically himself, and I guess that was a big lesson that he taught all of us.
For sure.
Be like, just be yourself, even if that means showing up with your hair a mess and wearing your pajamas with egg on the sleeve.
Yeah,
or cream cheese on your
right. Yes,
because you sat in a bagel.
And it sounds like intentional or not, it sounds like another way of like leveling that playing field, right? Like there is this very scary thing of going into like go be judged, because you want something,
right?
And who wants to be judged for wanting something, right? That's like a nightmare. And so you got this, he's like, don't worry, I'm in a robe. Clearly, you're here and more professional than me, so we can like make this happen.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I love that. And we're sort of getting to like